What up, Panther Nation? Boy, do I have a good one for you. By the way, guys, I was going to do a Madden rebuild today for the Carolina Panthers. We're going to do that. I mean, it's crazy, though. I was thinking about it today. Like, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing off-season shit right now, and we're still got 6 games left. That's atrocious. But your boy feels good. Your boy's been getting back on his diet. I kind of fell off there after Thanksgiving, not going to lie. Because I was eating some good food. But we back at it. We back at it. I'm the first one here. Nobody cares, Real Wyatt. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Y'all know what to do, though. Come in here. You walk in. You get in the chat. All right? That's the first thing you do. No, the first thing you do. Sorry. This is the order I need. 50 likes, again, is the goal today. Make sure you pound the like button. We're on the road to 5,000K. We're almost to 4,000 right now. Okay. I'm almost to 4,000. So I'd love to get to 4,000 subscribers. Look at that new mic. Beautiful, lovely little thing there. We're on the road to 5K. We're almost to 4,000. So, I'd like to get to 5K before, like at the end of the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I'd like to get to 5K at the end of the Super Bowl. So we got until February to get to that goal. And then it's on up from there. Once we get to 5K, it's on to 10. Once we get to 10, it's on to 15. Once we get to 15, it's on to 20. We're going to keep rolling with this thing. All right. All right. What's up, Toxic? Appreciate you. Where Von Miller? Von Miller might be in handcuffs. I can tell you. That's what it sounds like to me. Putting your hands on a pregnant woman? Are you nuts? Are you nuts? You know what I mean? Are you fucking nuts? So, anyways, Fire Daddy Fitz, absolutely there, Real Wyatt. Absolutely, Real Wyatt. Fire Daddy Fitz. Why are we calling him Daddy, though? Call him Dumbass Fitz, all right? Yeah. Why are we calling him Daddy Fitz? I went with it for a minute, then I was like, pause. I was like, it doesn't fit the narrative. T. Thompson says, nah, I was first. Oh, so now we're having an argument here. Who was first? Dan grinds more. Yeah, Matt Chatter. Dan grinds more because he's a full-time YouTuber. I'm not a full-time YouTuber. I still work full-time and do this. So actually, I think I'm the one who grinds more because I'm working full-time and I'm putting about as much content as he is. It's not a competition, but again, if we're going to call it what it is, then technically I grind more because I'm working full-time. You know, I work from home, granted. That's the reason why I can do this. But I start work at 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm not done until 6 o'clock at night. But I'm grinding in between times to do live streams, to do TikToks and shorts and other content for you guys. So again, I'll take that tone. Don't take that tone with me, dude. And I'll throw hands. All right, Matt Chatter. Catch me outside. How about that, cuz? How about catch me outside? How about that, cuz? You don't want to catch these hands, dog. You don't want to catch these hands. I'm like Floyd Mayweather, just the white version. Call me white chocolate with hands. Just kidding. Real Wyatt. Wait, what? Yeah. The Von Miller thing is nuts, T. Thompson. It's crazy, man. Thought about, Chenault's on the IR again. Chenault's on the IR again. Where do you work? Real Wyatt, I work from home. I'm a software engineer. Take that tone. Yeah, here we go. What up, Panther Nation? Marcos, what's up, man? What's up, man? I was first. Real Wyatt's dead set on that. When do you get to the beach to talk to the ladies? Well, right now it's cold as shit, so there's no beach talking. The only time I go talk to ladies, unless is I'm like out and about with friends and stuff like that. You know, and then of course I talk to a lot more girls at the gym. I think that's the best way to talk to them. I'm not a big fan of meeting girls out. It just doesn't work that way for me. Like, I mean, I can. It's just that, are you really going to find a good girl in a bar? I just don't think so. That's just me, though. Can you smell what the Ropp is cooking? Marcos is my favorite. Marcos is the man, dude. Marcos is going to be Marcos. You are contestant number 1 to be my moderator. Once I can't control this chat, you're going to be contestant number 1 to be my moderator. If that's cool with you. What do you think about Chris Tabor? I like what he said in his presser. I like Chris Tabor. I think he fits the narrative here. I like the vibe that he brings here. I just don't know if I don't know who the fuck is calling me. I just don't know his coaching style. I just don't know if he's head coaching material. I don't know, right? Because he's only ever been a special teams coach, right? So again, I don't know. The Beach Boy, yeah, Beach Boy life, man, Beach Boy life. Can I be second? Sure, Real White, you could be second. Make me mad and I'll block every mother. Especially, oh my God. Mad Chatter, I'm not making you a moderator. I can tell you that. Mod is for real, man. Rise up. I feel that. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get right into it. We got a lot to talk about. I do want to bring in a wonderful piece here that I've put together for you guys today. Let's move on to here. And then I got to pull up Twitter because I wanted to show y'all a video as well. So let me get that up. Let's get the PowerPoint presentation up. Booyah! The Panthers are in a crisis. That is today's video live stream. All right. Because we are in a crisis. Everything is just coming out. It's just falling out. It is what it is. Who is this calling me? Hold on one second. Hello. This is him. Can I call you back later, please? I'm in a meeting. No, I'll be getting a haircut. Can I call you tomorrow? Fridays are better for me. Okay, I'll call you tomorrow at 8 then, okay? Okay, sounds good. You too. Bye-bye. Sorry, guys. That was my realtor calling me. I'm looking into some houses, investing in some houses. Block every month. We want Ben Johnson, and he doesn't want us. Probably not, Real Wyatt. He's contested. He's top of the betting food chain right now to be our next head coach, guys. So honestly, guys, make sure as you're coming in, make sure you pound the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new content. Okay, make sure you do that. All right. Make sure you pound the like button as you're coming in. First things first. Let me share this. Man, Clay handled his business. I just handled it real quick. I'm like, this lady calls me, like she calls me every single day. This realtor calls me every single day. I don't know if y'all have seen this video.
Without stating the obvious, he should have never got rid of Steve Wilkes. A local person.
Yeah, who had them playing well last year at the end of the season. There was a moment, whatever it was, I think like week 15 or something, they lost to the Bucks, but they were competing for the NFC South.
But
I don't think Harbaugh is real wide. I think Bill Belichick is.
They didn't have a good roster.
Yeah.
I think Tepper has not found out during my time there.
I think the problem is with David Tepper. He likes big names.
He flushed the toilet, got rid of, a lot of key guys, the Ryan Khalils, myself, TD. It's hard to run a locker room when you got guys that may be kind of getting distracted during the year where it's like, yo, hey, bro, it's third quarter. Let's lock in. Let's focus.
Yeah, the leaders, the silent leaders that you don't see if you're not in the locker room.
And I don't think he valued that. And
culture.
It shows.
Right.
He does not have a culture there.
Right.
By no stretch of the imagination. Without stating the obvious, he should have.
So this is the rumors that are coming out with the whole Cam Newton thing and the fact that they, there's those rumors of Bill Belichick coming. Maybe they bring back Cam, all this kinds of craziness. And, Cam his words is in this video about the culture shift under David Tepper and his ownership. I mean, he was part of this one, Cam was part of this once wonderful franchise. right? Because it once was a wonderful franchise to be a part of, and people wanted to be here. And that was, and we were dominated. We dominated. If you think about it, this franchise dominated the mid 2010s, and now it's unrecognizable. And everything that Cam Newton said in this video is correct. With legendary players like himself, discarded, dismissed. The continuity there's none, right? And Newton's pointing the fingers at Tepper, which everybody else is. Everybody now in this media is pointing the fingers at Tepper. Not as much now as Frank Reich, because Frank Reich, yes, did Frank Reich not want to? It's obvious that Frank never wanted Bryce. So let's go ahead and get that out the way. It's obvious that also Frank wasn't going to change the scheme up for any damn body. So there's that non-yes man mentality that we've all been asking for. And I think that once David Tepper found out about that, and then we're 1-11, right? 1-10. Sorry. No, 1-10. No, 1-11. I don't know what we are at this point. I'm sorry. But anyways, it's just obviously now that like all these rumors are coming out, right? And it is what it is. But at the end of the day, Steve Wilkes should have been here. They never should have brought Frank in. Frank wasn't ready, and they should have kept Steve Wilkes. Problem was Steve Wilkes didn't want to be here. I guarantee you that, though. At the end of the day, I guarantee you, Steve Wilkes did not want to be here due to the fact of the everything that was going on with knowing who they were going to go with in this draft. So again, I'm not surprised, by this and by the rumors that are coming out. In other news, the offensive line overhaul. They have now brought in Gabe Jackson. Gabe Jackson's okay. He's not nothing that's he's better than what we got there. I'll be honest with you. He's better than Chandler. I know he's going to be better than Chandler Zavala. And Chandler Zavala was not ready to start, never was ready to start, and should have never been in the starting position. And I think he's also injury prone. And I think we're figuring that out now. But of course, Scott Fitter is making his phone calls over there in Seattle because he's got ties there. And it's just like, okay, let me get that Gabe Jackson guy. Let me get Gabe Jackson. He's bringing in that Seattle shit. It is what it is. Marcos Cash, you might be right about that. But we got Gabe Jackson. We need to thanks the Houston Texans. Dude, I tell you, we need the person that we need to thank, and we're going to dive into him more, is Mr. David Tepper. We need to thank him for being such a jackass. Because I'm going to dive more in that here shortly. Let's talk about Bryce real quick. It's been the Bryce Young's regret. It's a franchise it's a franchise in free for all. Free fall now. Sorry, not free for all. Free fall is the word I was looking for. Because the Panthers are now in this free fall. And it was inevitable, I thought. Now, after that 0-6, after 0-3, I saw this coming. Because with the offensive struggles, Bryce development under scrutiny, he's the number 1 overall pick, right? You trade all this capital for him. Then now you're having to go through a new interim head coach in your rookie year and a quarterback's coach in your rookie year. But his regret apparently is over broken relationships within the coaching staff, like Frank Reich, like Deuce Staley, like Josh McCown. And now there's rumors that Bryce has been trying to play like he did in college, but the way he played in college, me personally, as a football guy, the way he played in college does not fit what the plays in the NFL. So his skill set is not fitting, and he refuses to change it up. So there's also that rumor. Then there's also the rumor that his dad's out there saying that you have to be easy with Bryce. You have to be soft with Bryce, that you can't yell at him or whatever. Some soft ass, baby back bullshit. And if that's the case, then get this fucking kid out. I don't want no soft ass motherfucker here. So I'm going to call it how it is and how I see it. Because I'm tired of it. I've tried to back this kid up. I broke down game film. He's got the skill set. I think he's got all the skill sets to play a quarterback and be a quarterback in the NFL. The problem is if you're going to be a stubborn asshole, then get out. If you're going to be a stubborn asshole, and if these rumors are true and it comes to be fruition, then we have a lot more to talk about and to break down. I think Bryce has all the skill sets to be a quarterback in the NFL. I think he's got the athleticism to do so. Yes, he does need to work on his deep arm accuracy. He needs to work on his decision making. But again, if that's him being stubborn because he believes in the way that he played in college is going to transition into the NFL, he's got another thing coming. And then you've got your dad backing you up, saying that you got to be soft with Bryce. So the kid can't take yelling. The kid can't take scrutiny, can't take criticism. If that's the case, get your soft ass out of here. Sorry. Last time I checked, this is one of the most hard-hitting physical sports in the world. There's no soft ass baby shit here. So you better get hard and you better get tough. Pause. Hold on. That last saying. Hold on. Pause. I know y'all heard what I said too. So Tapper's going to make Tabor run an RPO. Now Bryce is going to throw more pick sixes. I don't know, man. Marcos. We'll see how it pans out. I see him looking down a bit. It's like, bro, you're getting 30 mil. No more excuses. Let me hear you say it, Clay. We drafted the wrong guy. No way Bryce's dad is saying that. Bryce played at a high level of football his whole life. That is coming through with tough coaching. He's used to being coaching hard and yelled at. I don't think Bryce is soft. Personally, I do think that Bryce is tough. And honestly, that's another thing that makes me, because but I wasn't finished. Marcos, don't go nowhere. I wasn't finished. Do I think we drafted the wrong guy? I'm not so sure yet. Again, I'm still 50-50 on it. But again, if these rumors do come out that they're true, and they do come out that they are true, then yes, we definitely drafted the wrong guy. I will say it. And I will let everybody know on Twitter, on here, on the Discord, on every damn social media platform that I'm part of to get this kid out of there. If it's true. Now again, we have to remember that Frank Reich refused to do anything to help benefit Bryce when it came to the playbook. Okay. Now, Bryce has taken some hits this year, so that makes me think that he is tough. Okay. So we have to put that into context. Okay. We have to think about that. But if any of this is true, it's a bunch of bullshit shit. Yeah, I don't like Caleb Williams, guys. I will tell you right now, I do not think Caleb Williams is going to be that good. That's why I don't see the Browns going for, or the Bears going for him. If the Bears get the first overall pick because of us, they're either going to go left tackle, or they're going to go Marvin Harrison, or they're going to go Drake May if they decide to not keep Justin Fields. If I'm the Bears, especially because if you're going to fire Matt, because they're going to fire their head coach, I think you keep Justin Fields until his fifth-year option. You try to build around him. You bring in a coach like Harbaugh or somebody like that, and you draft either maybe Marvin Harrison or you draft a left tackle, and you make it work. Just for the record, I've been saying Bryce is entitled and soft. Marcos, I don't think he's soft as a physical level, but maybe as a personal level personality, I can see it. But I think at a physical level, we've seen the kid take hits. So he's tough in that aspect of things. But yes, if this shit comes out that it's true that he's sitting here being stubborn and won't change his ways of play, and then his dad's saying all this stuff, we got a lot more problems than we realize. I don't know, Matt Chatter. Again, guys, was not a Bryce advocate. I do believe the kid has the tool sets to be a quarterback in the NFL. But if you're going to be stubborn, that's on you, bro. That's on you. T Thompson, come on, man. Don't go after my boy Marcos like that. Don't be like that. Yes, that's what I mean. And I've said he is a tough little son of a bitch. He is a tough little son of a bitch. But again, I was not a Bryce advocate, guys. Remember, when I came in here last offseason, I wanted AR-15 and I wanted CJ Stroud. AR-15 was my 1. CJ Stroud was my 2. Bryce was my 3rd. So I need to continue. I feel like I have to continue to clarify that with you guys, though. Another thing, that's why you see Bill Belichick up there. Again, with the whole thing, Tepper's, this whole plan to lure Bill Belichick away from the New England Patriots, whether it works or not. Belichick, who is one of the people that consider him one of the best of all time, I'm kind of 50-50 on it because he hasn't won since Tom Brady's left, which kind of makes me think that maybe it was Tom Brady more than it was Bill Belichick. Now, again, could that bring instant credibility to the Panthers? Again, but at what cost if we brought Belichick in? The ambitious moves to me kind of raising some eyebrows because with the speculation fueled by Ben Vollen's insight into the league sources around the league, is this Tepper's grand gamble for redemption, or is it a reckless pursuit that could further destabilize this franchise? I don't know. I don't know. The problem is now with the changes of this offensive line, the question is, will the changes to this offensive line bear fruit, or is it a desperate grasp at salvation? Another question needs to be answered. Can Bryce rise above the whole chaos, all these rumors, and is his development going to affect this, or is he going to finally change his ways? Whether if that is true, and start playing what everybody expected him to be. Is this reset button going to be good for this team? What is Chris Tabor going to do? What's Chris Tabor going to run here as a scheme wise? What are we going to see? Because I guarantee you, because Chris Tabor said the offense was as he was doing that press conference, he said they were upstairs working on a whole new playbook and a whole new game plan. And I'm curious as to what that's going to be like. And I'm wondering if Thomas Brown from that Sean McVay tree is going to come up with some different insights and actually going to be able to call his actual plays instead of having Frank Reich in his ear. So those are a lot of questions here for me. Cam Newton's words has been echoing. That video has been going viral about the whole Tepper thing and his priorities there. David Tepper's priorities, by the way. And then this whole looming thing on the horizon with Bill Belichick. I mean, is he really going to be a savior for our franchise? But then again, David Tepper did talk about how he wanted someone here for the next 30 to 40 years to say his eulogy when he passes away. Bill Belichick, I'm pretty sure, is either older than our owner, or is about the same age. So I'm just saying, doesn't really make much sense to bring Bill Belichick in my opinion. Damn, Mad Chatter. Hey, y'all chill out in here. Y'all chill out in here. All right, cool. Jeez. Marco's coming in hot. Marcos is coming in hot with some of these things. All right, let's move on. All right, first things first, make sure you join the Discord. If you guys want to do Madden rebuilds for the Carolina Panthers, I need you to join the Discord. Okay, I'm working on trying to get it to transfer from the Discord, but then I had to create a Twitch account. So now I have a Twitch account. All right. So now I have a Twitch account, and now I'm going to have to, and so I'm going to have to stream it on Twitch and then stream it from Twitch to YouTube, apparently. So now I got a Twitch account and all that, so we can do some Madden rebuilds. So anyways. Carrito, yes, sir. Thank you for that, Marcos. Thank you for that. So join the Discord, guys. The link tree is down below. I just updated the link for the Discord, so you should be able to hop in and check it out. The only beef I got is some fajitas I'm going to cook later. Damn, that sounds good, Marcos. I bet you can make some dank-ass fajitas. Anyways, down a black hole. Down a black hole. First things first, Bryce Young has now had a brutal reality check, I feel like, with this whole thing going on. Let's unmask this so-called savior here, okay? And I'm not going to sugarcoat this to you guys, okay? Bryce Young's rookie season right now has been nothing but of a disaster. Now, the Panthers are drowning in buyer's remorse. And this supposed quarterback prodigy, hailed as our franchise savior, has instead delivered a gut punch to any semblance of optimism. The stats don't lie. Young's performances mirrors the worst pick since like the likes of David Carr, Jamarcus Russell. Now, granted, I did look him up. I did look up Trevor Lawrence's stats, and Bryce's stats are better than Trevor Lawrence's first year. Okay. So that is something I have to put out there. But again, this has been nothing but a disaster. Now, is it all on Bryce? No. It has to do with the play calling. It has to do with the scheme. It has to do with the offensive line. It has to do with the wide receivers not creating separation. You got an owner meddling within the football operations. You got the GM not doing a damn fucking thing to benefit this team based off of the free agency and the draft, right? Bringing in the wrong talent, bringing in the wrong depth. Scott Fitter's time has got to come to a close here soon. I put up his resume yesterday. It speaks for itself. All right. But again, it's not all on Bryce. Again, this next head coach has a mountain of tasks to climb to salvage anything that you have left of this rookie quarterback. And if, like I told y'all again, this could be one of the worst trades in NFL history if Bryce does not progress at all, does not get better, and CJ Stroud continues to get better and continues to perform the way he is. Even if CJ Stroud continues to perform the way he is now, it's going to make us look like a bunch of clowns. Our organization. It ain't going to make me look like a clown because I didn't want him here in the first place. But I have defended the kid because I want him to work out, because I want him to be successful. But we can't sit here and just ignore some of the signs that we see. And it's disappointing. I want nothing but the best for Bryce. I want him to be our quarterback because what we gave away to get him. But again, it's not all, I'm not going to blame all of it on him. But this next head coach has a mountain full of tasks to climb. Okay. Another thing is the offensive identity crisis that I was just talking about. This has now exposed this whole coaching fiasco because The offense, again, is atrocious, and that's a glaring indictment of the coaching carousel that has plagued this team. The glory days of a potent power run game that used to be the best thing since sliced bread, at least for this organization, in my opinion, which was led by Cam Newton, is now a distant memory for us, okay? Blame the game that extends beyond Young, reaching deep into this coaching staff. The new coach must redefine this offensive philosophy. Answer why a team with so much talent back when we had Christian McCaffrey, DJ Moore, TD, Luke Kuechly, all of that, those guys and everything. But why has when this team has had so much talent but has failed so spectacularly? I mean, it's time to cut ties with the remnants of a failed regime and forge a new path that doesn't crumble under realistic expectations, because I think a lot of people didn't have real expectations. And honestly, I started off the season with unrealistic expectations because I believed in what I saw, but I was bamboozled. Okay? I was bamboozled. All right? All right? We were all bamboozled, not just me. Okay? Another thing, the offensive line debacle. The poster child for neglect, right? The offensive line is it's an absolute atrocious representation of management neglect. Ike Ekwonu struggles at left tackle. That's clear evident. He's not a left tackle. He's a left guard. He doesn't move like a left tackle. He moves like a left guard. He's front to back. There's no side to side. Okay? And that seemingly, people are ignoring that issue until that it becomes insurmountable. So now the new head coach must execute basically a whole overhaul and severing ties with underperforming linemen, Bradley Bozeman, Chandler Zavala. Basically this whole offensive line, besides maybe Corbett. I would even say I would even keep Moton, because Moton's not terrible, but he's not Pro Bowl material. But he's our best offensive lineman. Probably, if Corbett was healthy, I would say Corbett's the best offensive lineman. Left guard, I'm not going to get on Brady Christensen, because Brady Christensen last year didn't allow one sack. So he might even be our best offensive lineman. But Bozeman and Ike Ekwonu, I mean, my God. Those are two of the most underperforming linemen besides Zavala. All right. So you got to build this unit now from scratch, and you got to build a formidable offensive line that aspires success. All right. Last but not least, the secondary is a shit show. It's we are catastrophe in coverage. Okay. This secondary resembles a house of cards on the verge of collapse. Okay? Injuries, liabilities, general lack of competence. All right? That is what's plaguing this unit. J.C. Horn, inability to stay on the field. Dante Jackson, inconsistent liability status. The uninspiring play of other cornerbacks just makes this defensive disaster when it comes into the secondary. So now this new head coach also faces the daunting task of rebuilding a secondary that can really withstand the NFL of these other teams with these wonderful wide receiver groups. Okay? Tough decisions have to be made, and dead weight must go to salvage anything of this defense that you got left. And then, another thing is David Tepper contemplates I really think David Tepper right now is contemplating his next move, because to really revive this sinking ship right now, right? The Panthers are no longer a team in transition. They're just a team in crisis. That's the reason why you see this as the title. The new head coach must be a no-nonsense architect of change, unafraid to ruffle some feathers, dismantle that root that has festered within this organization. The time for excuses is over. It's time for us to be aggressive. It's time for us to be unapologetic with some of the actions to recreate and rebuild this Panthers team from the depths of the NFL black hole, because that's what we are in. Okay? That's why this is saying down a black hole. So, again, I'm going to continue. Obviously, you're going to be here, and I'm going to continue to bring you content and watch this team closely to see what, evaluations and what, moves they make as we go into the offseason. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got. We're going to move into the David Tepper. We're going to move into this. David Tepper is an embarrassment. Mad Chatter, we were never going to get that anyways. We all were. The rumors say that Bryce Young has accepted that he may not be the franchise quarterback for the Panthers. His agent is trying to find a way to get him out the Panthers. I've seen passed around through social media. Bit talking sexy pics. What? What? Do you think Tepper will get rid of Scott at the end of the season, and will it all depend on who he hires as the head coach on if they will? No. Jen, I don't think that Tepper, here's the thing. I don't think Scott Fitterer should be here. And I don't think Scott should have the chance to be here and the chance to hire any head coach. Because all Scott does is the same thing that Matt Rule does. If you think about it, Matt Rule, all he wanted to do was bring Temple and Baylor players here, right? But Scott Fitterer has brought back another Seattle guy, and all he ever does is look into Seattle guys. So now, no team would give you much for Bryce. Nah, they wouldn't. Fitz said this roster is built for you to just drop a quarterback and make a run. Yeah, and Fitterer lied to us about that. We can look at this roster from top to bottom. We've looked at it. You look at it, it speaks for itself. I don't even have to say anymore. It's atrocious. Why I thought at the beginning of the season we had any chance, maybe because we got a franchise quarterback, and I was thinking, okay, maybe this can, but obviously, I thought wrong, and that's on me. And you live and you learn. The locker room looked relieved when they were interviewed about Reich gone. They did, man. I mean, the way Bradley Bozeman spoke, how some of these other guys spoke when Frank Reich got fired, they seem to be more upbeat. I would say that they seem more upbeat. That's for sure. If you could get a second, that would be that. Get a second. I Mad Chatter. I don't want a second round pick for Burns. Give me at least a first. If we're gonna trade him, I need a first round pick for him. Watch Bean don't trick Fit into trading for Vaughn. I do not want Von Miller here. But there ain't no tricking if you got it for that. Carter, stop playing. Are you for real? Chatter, I don't know if your rumors passed around. I don't know. If they want to keep their job, they have to. Yep. Oh, everybody's getting some gin, some love. I love it. I love it. I love it. Guys, make sure you pound that like button. Keep in mind, where I live, there's no free NFL reports and forums. People just know players who just go to a University of Alabama. Gotcha, Kyredo. I like that clown. Yeah, I put this together. Tepper the clown. Remember, Fritter said we're going to make some sexy picks in the draft? Oh, yeah. Never mind. Now I know what you're talking about. I was like, well, pause. We're going to draft Taylor Swift. I love her. Hell, she'll bring. Hey, David, I wouldn't listen, Matt Chatter. I wouldn't throw by David Tepper to do that because of the fact that she would bring all her Swifties with her. And it would bring ratings. And David Tepper could brag about that too. Now, players are definitely happy Frank Reich is gone because Reich was a stubborn mule too. Nobody liked his ass. No, for Bryce. Burns is gone for nothing. Oh, yeah. But for Bryce, if you can get a second-round pick, I say fuck it. If that rumor is true and you could get a second-round pick for it, I'd say yeah. And I would say for this draft because we need it. Because we need it. Anthony Brown, what's up? What's up, Anthony? I like Luvu. Great drip. Great attitude. Nice. Guys, as you're coming in, make sure you pound that like button. I would greatly appreciate it. Trying to get my goal is to get 50 likes. Right now, we have not reached 50 likes on any of the live streams lately. So I would love it if we could get up to 50 likes. We're at 15. We got 35 to go. All right. So make sure you pound that like button as you're coming in or out. All right. Let's get into this next topic, and then we're going to get into some other things. All right. David Tepper is an embarrassment. Okay. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it because this Titanic ship is another Titanic ship. It's just sinking. We are a global embarrassment because of his reckless reign. David Tepper's ownership of this Carolina Panthers has morphed the franchise from a playoff contending team onto the laughing stock of a NFL organization. So his recent actions, in my opinion, and particularly in the aftermath of this Frank Reich firing, now has casted, for me, a dark shadow over this team. Okay? And the tactics now under the relenting glare of international scrutiny. We are a global phenomenon. Thanks to David Tepper. We are a global laughingstock, not just in the NFL, but in sports in general. We are a global laughingstock, not in just the NFL, but across the sports world. Now, in that recent press conference, okay, following the sacking of Frank Reich, was nothing short of a tragic comedy. Again, this billionaire owner was more interested in showing that the economic plateaus that he's brought than in addressing the football issues that he's orchestrated. So again, he refused to engage with the tough questions. He blatantly disregarded the team's on-field what they're showcasing. Basically, an owner has basically burying his head into the sand like a fucking ostrich. Or I should say ground. Either way. But we're just crumbling down now. And David Tepper believed that this brief press conference stint would elevate the mounting pressure. Like, would not elevate. Would kind of dismiss that mounting pressure. Sorry, I should say, not elevate. That was missed. Those were some missed words there that I was using. But he couldn't have been more mistaken. Because instead of that, now the global media has unleashed a torrent of criticism. And rightfully so, because this man ridiculously is a man who has made every conceivable wrong move since his purchase of this team. A staggering $2.275 billion. Now we're a national outrage, and Tepper ignorance has exposed by outspoken critics. Okay. Number one, Mad Dog. If you don't know who he is, he's a notorious radio host, Chris Russo. Unapologetically vocal and has become a mouthpiece for the collective outrage against Tepper, and I love it. All right. His what he said in that assessment, he said that he shared with the Spun, and I'm going to try to find that for you. Basically, the sentiment has echoed through national and regional media outlets, calling the owner out, which was awesome. And of course, it had to do with the fact that Tepper was meddling in football operation. His refusal to acknowledge his role in the team's demise has become glaring issues. He remains oblivious to his own contribution to this team's failures. And he's a toxic trait bound to backfire to his ass until he wakes up and reality, hits. Now, the global embarrassment. Here's another thing. The UK Guardian joins the chorus of David Tepper thing, even across the pond. The Guardian, okay? Oliver Conley took a pen and paper to deliver a withering critic of Tepper's football acumen. And the firing of Frank Reich became another, entry in Tepper's growing list of this whole thing. And it's an embarrassment on the international scale. It's a testament of Tepper's mismanagement. It's crazy that this guy is obsessed with his self-importance. Okay? We don't care as fans about this economic achievements and event hosting. What we want is that this team embodies excellence, instills hope, fosters a winning culture. And your reign as the owner here, David Tepper, has shattered any of these aspirations. And you've plunged us into a fucking toilet of shit. All right? I don't know how else to say that, okay? But we're spiraling down a black hole because of you. Because of your shitty ass leadership. It's clear that you have no idea what you're doing. You have no vision of whatsoever when it comes to owning a football team. And your version of success does not align with what our success looks like. Does not align with the aspirations of the passion of our fan base. This fan base, the Carolina Panthers fans and myself, are yearning for a team that can truly we can be proud of. But you want to talk about that you brought Beyonce here. You want to talk about that you brought Messi here. You want to talk about the economic growth that you've brought. You want to talk about these things that have nothing to do with the fact that ever since you've taken ownership here, that this team has literally plummeted because of your doings, because of your meddling within the football operations, because you have no idea what you're doing. You're not a football guy. You're a hedge funds guy. Your idea of success is not the same idea that we have as fans for a football team. You're talking about other bullshit that does not matter, that means nothing to us. But yet you want to hire a head coach here that's going to be here for 40 years? Makes no sense. But then there's rumors that you want to bring Bill Belichick here. But then Bill Belichick is older than you, if I'm not mistaken, David Tepper. Somebody look up how old Bill Belichick is. I'm pretty sure he's actually older than David Tepper. Yeah, he is. He's 71. Again, the aspirations and passion of this fan base is what we want. We want to be truly proud of a football team. We need more than these economic triumphs, Tepper. We need a football renaissance. Okay? Your blinding ego seems incapable of delivering that. So why don't you just sell the fucking team and get the fuck out of Charlotte? Because you're not doing us any favors. And you're not doing yourself any favors, because I can tell you right now, the NFL would come from, you're running the show like you're a Dan Snyder. Okay? You're running the show like a James Dolan. That's what it is. You're a fucking clown. Grow some balls and take responsibility for your own actions like a man would. You fucking pussy. Now I'm done. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest. Because I'm still pissed off about it. I don't know about y'all. I'm still pissed off about it. All right. I'm still pissed off about this whole thing. And that's the reason why I'm so fired up. But I had to get that last part off my chest. Because a man would own up to his own responsibilities. I was brought up that way. And my father always taught me to own up to my own responsibilities. And a guy who's 66 years old cannot own up to his own responsibilities. If I wasn't doing my job correctly and I wasn't giving y'all the best content that I can or capable of, which I think I'm not. I don't think I'm even close to what I feel like I can do yet. Especially if I was able to do this full time. But again, I would own up to my own responsibilities as a man. Own up to your own actions and call it a day, David Tepper. Say that I messed up in the hiring process when it came to a GM and head coaching. I shouldn't have meddled within football operations. I shouldn't have told them to draft Bryce Young. I shouldn't have told them to use this play because I saw Cleveland use it. Again, just own up to your own responsibilities, man. Be a man and own up to your own responsibilities. Because you're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment to us. And now we are a global embarrassment as a sports organization because of you. Is our Titanic ship still starting place of sinking, or is it in part of sinking and it's already breaking into pieces? Kyrito, I think it's breaking into pieces at this point. There's no core. It's disjointed all over. There's no culture. He brought in Beyonce. Oh, whoopie fucking do. It's already broken in half. First half already a mile deep and the other half sinking fast. Exactly, Marcos. Ropp Stopper report. Tepper equals fudge from Harry Potter, sweeping the issues under the rug instead of facing the consequences. Exactly. He's a coward. He's a pussy. Let's call it what it is. Hell with that. Cash, does anyone have the force lift it back up? I don't have powers like Anakin, so I can't really do that. Thumbs up for our dude. I appreciate that, Matt Chatter. I appreciate that. Clay, NASCAR makes most money for City of Charlotte than Tepper Panthers right now. I know. You're not wrong, Carito. Freaking people love NASCAR and that Charlotte track up there. They do. Bro, I just seen the thumbnail, laughed my ass off, the pick you used for Bill Belichick. I know, man. Did y'all see that video of Bill Belichick walking out of some girl's house? He got, it was like right before the game in Germany. He like went and smashed some chick, and then like there was like video evidence of him like walking out with like his shirt off at like 6 a.m. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to go see it. Do not mention Dolan. Sorry, Mets. I forgot you're a New York guy. I did play. I'd buy the team for a quarter. I would buy the team for a quarter too. If Tepper sells the team right now, we would make a $3 billion profit. Hey, listen, if I had the money, guys, I would buy it. Maybe I should start a GoFundMe and say, and like what we should do as fans is start a GoFundMe for Carolina Panthers fans and raise like $3 billion. If he hired a competent management and stayed put, we wouldn't. If he would just sit back and relax and enjoy the show and let the football guys do football things that he wants, then, we'd be good. But this guy's running a freaking circus. That's the reason why I made this picture of his clown ass. He's an embarrassment, and we became a global embarrassment because of him. what be bad for Tepper? Somehow Steph Curry gets traded to the Hornets. People will forget about Tepper, and then the Panthers. Dude, I would love it if apparently there was rumors at one point that J. Cole and Steph were talking about buying the Panthers. There was like a rumor that they were going to put their money together and try to buy the Panthers. I don't know if either one of them have that kind of money. I don't know if they've got built. I don't know if they could put their money together and buy the Panthers for $3 billion, but I would love that. I would love to see Steph or something like that. Cash rules everything around me. Exactly, Matt Chatter. That shit goes hard right there. That quote. Classic Billy Bill. Yep. Bill Belichick better call her. I know, man. Oh Lord, I hope that poor girl got paid. That's too good. Y'all didn't see that video? Dude, I wonder if I can find it real quick. Hold on. Oh, dude, here it is. All right, hold on. Okay. Barstool. So here's the thing with the Bill Belichick thing. Y'all want to see it? I don't care if I don't think I'll get demonetized for this, but it's funny. I hope we check it.
That's making the rounds of Coach Bill Belichick exiting somebody's house at what appears to be, I don't know, 5:30, 6 a.m. in the morning, shirtless, no shirt on, doing the walk of shame, easing his way out of the door, making sure not to make too much noise on his way out. Presumably staying over at a young lady's house during the night, living his best life. Hank,
when was this video from?
I don't know. It just came out today.
It has to be summertime, right?
The man is shirtless. Who knows where the shirt is?
Oh my God.
I'll say this about the video. Belichick looks powerful.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, that's too good. That's too good. Dude, man, freaking. Did he execute well? I don't know. He woke up at 5, 6 a.m., so he must have been there all night. So he must have done a fine job. So, all right, let's move on. Let's finish it off with your opponent. We've got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's a rivalry. Carolina holds the historical rivalry. We lead them in 25-20 in the whole series out of 45 games. The Buccaneers, they got some offensive firepower. Baker Mayfield, we all know about his bum ass. But they do got some firepower. I do like Chris Godwin. I like Mike Evans. I actually even like Rachaad White back there. They're ranked 15th in the NFL in the passing game. They're averaging around 223 yards per game. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin are definitely a dynamic duo. They're constantly terrorizing defenses. And between the two wide receivers already, they've combined for over 2,100 yards, which means this marks their third consecutive season surpassing 1,000 yards each. And I think Mike Evans this is his 10th season straight that he's had over 1,000 yards. Evans is currently second in the NFL with 9 receiving touchdowns, and Godwin, who's basically been our nemesis, he's averaging around 95.8 yards per game in the last 8 contests. So they've got a explosive wide receiver group. The hidden gem there, I think, that was Rachaad White. He's the second leading running back in receiving yards. Alongside Christian McCaffrey, he stands the only player with over 500 rushing yards and 300 receiving yards this season. They got great protection. Tristan Wirfs is the anchor there. Tristan Wirfs is the Tampa Bay's best offensive lineman. He's transitioned seamlessly from right tackle to left tackle this season. He's 6'5", weighs 320 pounds. He's an Iowa product. He's allowed only 3 sacks through week 12. Pro Football Focus has highlighted Wirfs' performance surrounding only 4 quarterback hits and 462 pass blocking snaps. The Buccaneers offensive line, is consistent with worse. Their center Robert Hansey has done well. Their right guard Cody Monch has done well, and their Luke Godecki starting every game in 2023. They've just got a fortress up there on that offensive line again. The defense there in Tampa Bay is something that just dominant. They're dominant in the middle of the field. Levante David, Devin White, inside linebacker duo, stand as a defensive powerhouse, I think. Devin's exceptional performance from David's exceptional performance in week 6 was nothing to dismiss. Through and then continued on through week 11. He has been dominant. He's got 4 more tackles for a loss than any other player. David is a force to be reckoned with right now. He's tied for 3rd in the league with 14 tackles for the loss on the year. Meanwhile, White, since 2019, holds the NFL's top spot among inside linebackers with 61 quarterback hits and 61 quarterback hits and 22.5 sacks. Just showcases his speed and versatility. Behind them, there's a formidable duo in that safety, Antoine Winfield, who leads the league in 3 fumble recoveries, despite ranking 31st in the passing defense, which they're allowing 267.8 yards per game. The Buccaneers have showcased a defensive resilience, conceding only 95.9 yards on the ground, flaunting a +5 turnover margin. So you got to get to know your opponents before you play them, right? You got to get to know them. So, but here's the thing. I got some questions though. Okay. With this whole thing now, okay, leading up to this Tampa Bay game, with this whole coaching carousel chaos, do you think this team can attract top tier talent? Because with Frank Reich's firing, the Panthers now are on a journey to find another head coach. And so the burning question is, how can a team with no first round pick and seemingly limited cap space attract a premier coaching talent? That's the answer that lies in dissecting the potential attractions. Now, I say I'm going to be a little positive because I feel like I've been a little bit negative lately. Mr. Unlimited. All right. Despite the skepticism surrounding David Tepper's ownership, the lure of a fat paycheck from a billionaire owner can't be dismissed, guys. Okay. So while Tepper's decisions may raise some eyebrows, he might be willing to now invest in the right candidate. Okay. So we can't forget about that. All right. Granted, yes. Has he overpaid a lot? Absolutely. He has. He absolutely has. Okay. Has he overpaid a lot? Sure. Okay. But the point is yes, Matt Cheddar, everyone's got a price. Everyone has a price. So the financial appeal could, you could if you want to combine it, right, with Bryce Young, so a rookie quarterback, makes the Panthers an attractive place. Okay. Now, granted, we can leave that out, but again, the price could always be right. So the film highlights some things. Now, the offensive assets are very limited. The defensive players like Brian Burns, Frankie Louvu, Derek Brown, that could be attractive, right? Maybe J.C. Horn, Jeremy Chan, Von Bell, Xavier Woods, these guys that actually been good could be an attraction to a coach from the defensive side of things. The only thing I don't really have anything to say that's attractive on the offensive side. I don't. So that's the only issue. So retaining a crucial coach substantial cap space could further sweeten the deal. Again, in the coaching market, money talks, and Tepper's got the money. Just saying. Just saying. Ted DiBiase, everybody's got a price. Exactly. Exactly. Then, and again, GM musical chairs. So for y'all, do y'all think in the chat, let me know what you think. Do you think Scott Fitter is on the chopping block? Because I think so. I've been already told y'all that. Okay. Fitter basically will have these next 6 games, I guarantee you, till his time is gone. Okay. There's going to be, ever since, okay, in the wake of Fitter's noticeable absence at Tepper's press conference, that question arises, is a change of general manager coming? Because the outlook points to me that Tepper is aiming for a complete overhaul, pairing a head coach and a GM together. All right. That gives me some optimism there, because this GM now will be able to pick his next head coach. Again, I've given y'all a bunch of potential replacements. My favorite right now is Adam Peters. Okay. He is one of the key pieces why the 49ers are so good. Okay. You got Mike Borgonzi. You got Catherine Reich. I think her name is Reich, which adds some diversity there. Reich is becoming the NFL's first female general manager. Kind of adds some layer of excitement, which I think could bring her in, because of course Tepper likes big names. But focus on a business that may suit him. Tepper just needs to focus on a business that may suit him better than attempting to emulate Jerry Jones. Okay. So the tandem of a head coach, GM, I think could shape up everything here. All right. And we're eager as fans to see how that turns out. All right. Another thing, offensive line redemption. Okay. Unveiling the future that this Panthers lineman, right? Staring into the future right now. We're already focused. Right? We're already focused on bolstering up this offensive line. The question is, which linemen, particularly guards, will emerge as targets in that late first or even early second round of this draft, right? We need to find linemen are capable of being a safe guardian to our quarterback, all right? Eyeing prospects, all right? We got one for me. Sandrick Van Pran and Cooper Beebe. Those are intriguing prospects to me, with mobility, power, football IQ, making them viable options. Jordan Morgan, Graham Barton, they are highlighted for me, offering additional alternatives. So with a wealth of cap space, a robust draft capital, right, I think that the Panthers have to really fortify this offensive line. And then last but not least, the draft dilemma, right? Which we're going to do a mock draft today. All right. Right after this. Okay. We're going to do a mock draft, so no worries. The draft dilemma. Do you go with the left tackle, or do you go with wide receiver at that 33rd pick? Because that's the pivotal question, right? Do you draft a left tackle, or do you draft a wide receiver? That's the debate that's been going on, right? We want the left tackle situation remains contingent on whether Icky can develop and play better at that position. And there's a lot of wide receiver talent in this draft, right? You got Emeka Egbuka, you got Adonia Mitchell, Troy Franklin, Xavier Worley, the list goes on. So the unpredictable of the draft ensures that cornerback or pass rusher considerations add a layer of complexity, in my opinion. These are the questions that I think that are going through my head as to what we need to do. Hey, Pop-Off, come into my chat and say something that we don't already fucking know. How about that? Jesus Christ. Tell me something I don't know. Please. Golly. Tell me something I don't know. Clay, how many sacks do we have this season? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. My bad, dude. How many sacks do the Carolina Panthers have this season? Sack totals. Total sacks, we have 18. We have a total of 18 sacks. Okay, pop off. Whatever helps you sleep at night, my friend. Whatever helps you sleep at night, my friend. Watch your mouth to me. You watch your mouth to me. You watch your mouth to me. Come into my chat and tell me something I don't already know about that y'all are going to win this game comfortably. I already have y'all winning this game comfortably. So Mayfield going to make them look bad Sunday. No shit, he's going to make them look bad Sunday. It's a revenge game. And y'all got way more weapons than we do. And we've got a shit show of an organization going on over here. And I much less don't need your ass in here. So that's all I'm saying. So don't come into my chat and say, well, you don't know shit about football. Well, over 3,700 people will say otherwise. Drop your address. I'll come to you, pussy. How about, dude, you probably don't even live anywhere near me, so it wouldn't even make any sense to drop it. And I'm not going to drop my damn address. Probably going to end up getting some stalkers like yourself. You continue to type it up in from your basement, from your mother's basement, my friend. Enjoy that. Scared. I'm not scared of you, dude. How about you drop me yours instead? You send me your address. I'll come. As long as it ain't over 100 miles. Damn, all y'all coming in here. Pop off is popping off, though. It's all good. All right, let's get into the mock drafts. No respect for the host. They should be blocked. Nah, I like the. Hey, listen, I like it. That shit gets me hard. I don't give a fuck. He wants your address. His girl wants your address. Why don't he drop his address? That's what I said, Jeff. That's what I said. That's what I said. All right, let's do a mock draft. I'm going to use PFF today. I'm in Jacksonville. Yeah, that's way too far, my friend, to go fight some probably 30. You're probably like 16 years old. Anyways, like I said, in your mom's basement, typing it up. I will lead you to me. You're a weird motherfucker, Popoff. So this is what we do. No. Nah, I'm just gonna remove him. I'll just move him. I'll remove him. All right. There we go. Removed his ass. All right, here we go. We're going to use PFF. There's a bunch of other ones. I just don't know. Like, there's like the Pro Football Network. Then there's this one called NFL Mock Drafts. And then there's NFLDraftBuzz.com. So far, yeah, it has. I mean, guys, let's move on. I could care less. Seriously. I really could care less. All right. We're gonna use PFF. I don't really like PFF because PFF, I don't know if there's any other good ones out there. If anybody has any suggestion when it comes to mock drafts, let me know. Because I'm not really too sure as to really what to put. Yeah, I just don't know what if there's any other better ones. I just don't know if there's any other ones. All right, so this is the best one I found. So we're gonna go. I got the settings as slow. We're gonna do care for positional value. We're gonna put that at a medium. We're gonna go to draft needs at a medium, and randomness, I'm gonna put it at less. I think that's the best way we're gonna get maybe the most realistic thing. All right. I think this is the only way we're going to get the most realistic mock draft, because I don't know how else to put the settings. All right. So as we enter, we're good. Settings is good. We're going to go slow, and we're going to start it off. So they go Caleb Williams, which they might. Again, Marvin Harrison Jr., which they might. They could. Drake May. They go tackle. I cannot pronounce that guy. Latu, edge rusher. Joe Alt to New York. Brock Bowers to Tampa. Malik Napers to the Jets. I think the Jets go offensive line. That's just me. Pop off. Hey guys, so I let Pop off. I put Pop off in timeout. Marcos, I'm gonna add you as a moderator now, because I need to have I'm going to make you a managing moderator, which means you can do stuff in the chat, like create polls and stuff like that. NFL mock draft database. All right, Marcos. Marcos, I got you as a moderator, though, bro. For now, you're just going to be the only moderator. You're going to be able to manage some things. You should be able to, like, create polls for me if I need you to. You'll be able to block people or delete messages that you don't think need to be in the chat, stuff like that. Then I'll start adding more people as the chat gets bigger. All right. So this is where it gets interesting. Don't block me or I'll be pissed. All right, guys. In the chat, you got to let me know now. Do we go offensive tackle, inside guard, or do we go wide receiver in this first pick? Okay. It's a great honor. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. So that's my way of letting you become a moderator, my friend. And more people will be able to, I will promise you, I will let other people become moderators. All right, so in the chat, sound off. Let me know what you think. Do we go inside? Do we go outside? Or do we go wide receiver? See, here's my thing. My thing is that, holy crap, 27 trades. I wonder what trades we could get. Okay, so here's my thing. What I think is what needs to be done is that they move Icky to inside. Okay? They move Icky to inside. Okay? We need guards for the line, Clay. Yeah, I know. But here's the thing. Like I said, Icky moves like a guard. He does not move like a left tackle. So my thing here is that I'm going to move Icky to the inside. This is my paralysis of this draft. Like if I am the GM, I move Icky Ekwonu to the inside. And then what I do is, okay, then what I do is then I would go wide receiver here. Or I go tackle because, again, I don't know what tackles are available right now. I could get Troy, right? If you look at Troy, Troy's a solid left tackle. He has played some left guard. Again, I'm a big believer. In building within the trenches first. But Xavier Worthy's here. Jalen Polk is here. Johnny Wilson's here. Jackson Powers is a great center. That's another guy I like. Troy Franklin's a guy I like. Brian Thomas Jr., I like him at wide receiver as well. Christian Haynes is a great guard that I've been looking into. Zach Frazier is a great center I've been looking into. I'm not a big Brendan Rice fan. Devontae Walker is another wide receiver I was looking at. Troy Horton is a guy not to sleep on. Zach Zinter, I'm pretty sure, just tore his ACL in that Ohio State game, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to go wide receiver here, and I'm probably going to take Xavier Worthy because he's the best available. Leggett went to the Eagles at that 32nd pick, all right, which makes me think that the Eagles are winning. That PFF has the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Just saying. We can look at tight end. Tight end's another good one. Is the value there? I wouldn't take Jadavion Sanders at a 33 at second overall. Their rankings are pretty good. I'm looking at y'all's things in the chat. Promise you. You can go ahead and continue. Chark is gone after this year. Mingo, go wide receiver. Chenault stays hurt. TMJ's gone. We need wide receiver. Okay, so we'll go wide receiver here. I'm going to take Xavier Worthy with the 33rd pick in the NFL draft. The Carolina Panthers select Xavier Worthy in the 2024 draft. Right now, they need a better coach. That too, Juju Juice. Your first timer in here. Appreciate you. At least I haven't seen your name before. Appreciate you joining the live stream. Raymond Short's in here. I haven't seen your name in a while. What's up, Raymond? Marcos, are you still in here? Scouts are ass. Yeah, our scouts are definitely ass. Coach don't matter with this doo-doo roster. Mad chatter coming in hot. Juju, no problem, man. Some people just come in here and can't take a joke. Like Popoff. Popoff couldn't take a joke, man. He wouldn't want to catch these hands, though. I'm not a fighter, man. I'm a lover. I'd probably just hug him. I would fight if I had to. I would fight if I had to. I only fight if I have to. Marcos, you're a great host, man. I'm glad I put you as a moderator, man. I'm glad I put you as a moderator. Guys, as long as we pound that like button, more people subscribe, the more people can become moderators as well. The Panthers are disgrace to football. Toxic. No shit. You fucking asshole. Respectfully, you're a fucking asshole. All right. Dude, my Oregon guy went and that guard went. Wait. Is BB still in here? Oh, Cooper BB. We need to get Cooper BB. Okay. He's a stud at the left guard position. Even though we move Icky, I'd like to get him. I think he would be a stud. Juju Juice, your pop off too. Like, how many names do you have? I'm confused here. Now I'm confused, Juju Juice. So you name. Wait, what? I am pop off. We just had a rough start. I'm a lover too. Sorry. Can we really use a guy like DJ Moore right now? Yeah, we could. Juju, I'm so confused right now, bro. I blocked you, and then yet you changed your name to hop back in here. Damn it. All right, let's see what the tight end position looks like. All right, we got Luke Lashy. You're on thin ice, bruh. Marcos, leave him in there, by the way. Marcos, leave Juju in there. If he's in the chat, he's in the chat. Put him in there. Tyler Guyton. I like Guyton, but he's not. Because I don't know what went wrong. My bad. Because you popped off, man. Last chance, buddy. Matt Chatter's going after him. Last chance, buddy. Baker sucks. Golly. I mean, there's a right guard. Oh, Jude. Hey, dude, it's water on the bridge, man. It's water on the bridge. All right, dude. What are we... God, this is tough, man. All right, I need y'all to help me out here. All right, I need y'all to help me out here. We're trying to... All right, in that second round, this is the thing that sucks about picking here. We have nothing after the third round pick. Like, everything is gone. This is why this is more realistic the way I put it. The settings now, look how much harder it is to draft here. Tight ends, we either go Luke Latchy. If we want to go left tackle, he's a right tackle. I like him, but he's not a left tackle. The only true left tackle we got left here is Kingsley Suamate from BYU. So do we go with another BYU guy like that came from there? Then we've got this left tackle from Yale. Do you trust the guy playing from Yale to be your next left tackle? No. This is a tough one. I'm looking at, though, next guard would be Christian Haynes, and he would be a right guard, which it wouldn't be a bad idea because if you move Icky to left guard, you bring Christensen to the left tackle. Austin Corbett, who's been coming off this ACL injury, then is injured again. So then you grab a right guard. I mean, this guy's a stud. This is tough, man. This is really tough. Now, because I made this setting so realistic, so much more realistic. Yeah, T. Thompson, you make a good point there. But look at his ranking here. I'm wondering if he'll fall and we just go. I guess I go with the left tackle here. Maybe I go with Kingsley. You know what? Let's all right. Hold on. What do we have at running back? Okay, we got Blake Corum. You got Trey Benson. All right. Now let's go look at edge. Jack Sawyer. Okay, he's gonna be what? He's to value. His value is too low. Tight ends. You're not gonna get anybody until AJ Barner. Too early for a running back. I was just looking. It's got to be Latchy, or unless we got another wide receiver here. Or we either go with Jeremiah Trotter, who would be great to have because we haven't had that inside line. We haven't had when's the last time we've had a decent linebacker duo? Right? When's the last time we've had that Luke Kuechly, that Thomas Davis days? Marcos, I don't know what round Braylon Allen went. He probably went in that second round. I guarantee you he did. Let's see. Or he might have went first. Did he go fucking first round? I didn't see him. All right, hold on. Braylon Allen. Yeah, Luke was a beast. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, when's the last time we've had a decent linebacker? Braylon Allen. Braylon Allen, where are you? Did he go already? Like, I'm still at the second round. He had to go already. I mean, Luvu, yes, but I'm just saying, when is the last time we've had a decent duo there in that linebacker? You like Trayvon Sweat, T. Thompson? I like him too. Tavondre Sweat, sorry, not Trayvon Sweat. DJ James would be nice to add to that corner position, though. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad idea to get a corner. God, this is tough, man. I'm having a difficult time with this. Part of me really wants to go defensive lineman. So here's the thing. There's three guys I want right now. It's either Jeremiah Trotter, Tavondre Sweat, or DJ James. I feel like the main problem is the O-line because Bryce never has time to throw. I know that too. Damn it. This is tough. Because there's not a decent tackle or guard here. That's the issue. Wonder if I could trade back. So what if I trade back to New England and they gave me that one and that one, their 103 pick, and I gave him the 65th pick, and I'll give you Terrace Marshall Jr. This team has more holes than a strainer. Guys, what do you think about that? Make a trade in the third round, trade back 2 spots from New England. I get their third round pick and their fourth round pick, and they'll take Terrace Marshall Jr. and the second round pick. I mean, it could work out. What do y'all think? All right, T. Thompson, we'll do it. All right, here we go. Let's rock with it. Let's rock with it. You sold me on that. Tavondre Sweat. We won't make that trade because that would never happen. We're not going to make that trade. They would not. The New England. Well, New England might be stupid enough to make that trade. Who knows? They've done some stupid things too. All right, so Trey Benson's off the board. Quentin Ewers is off the board. Jeremiah Trotter is off the board. All right, Kingsley's off the board. Rod Moore is off the board. Jack Sawyer is off the board. Rook is off the board. Peyton Wilson's off the board. McKinley Jackson. Billy Bowman. Some of these guys know. Some of these guys I know. Some I know very little about. Byron Murphy, I know him. Christian Haynes, I know him. Javon Bullard, I know him. Riley Leonard, don't know much about him. I know he's a quarterback for Duke, but I don't know how good he is. Michael Pratt, Tiki Smith, Mason Smith, Devon Edwards, Kyron, Christian Mahoney, Scrub My Homies. Do y'all think Bryce needs more speed out there? Yeah. I mean, speed kills, right? Speed kills. That's no pun intended. I heard Chicago's willing to trade us their original first round pick for our 33rd this year, 25 first round pick plus a player. Have you heard anything on that, Marcos? If that is true, we need to hammer it now. If that is true, Marcos, we need to hammer it now. Hammer it. All right. So far, we've gone wide receiver, defensive line. We've got to get an inside guard. Zach Cedar, if I'm not mistaken, is a guy that tore his ACL, if I'm not mistaken. Here's the thing. I can get Cooper Beebe at 147th. So I'm going to hold off on him. Let's see what we got at tackle. What's his size? Damn, he's 6'6", 330. What I need to do is some analysis picks on some of these. All right, he's a right tackle. He's a left. He's played right tackle, switched over to left tackle. We should trade Burns. We probably get 2 firsts. Nah, Tommy, I don't think his value is at that point anymore. I think we would be lucky. We'd probably get 1 first-round pick for Burns now and probably a 3rd-round pick, honestly. I don't see it. Van or Pran? Wait, take who? Van Pran. Oh, Cedric Van Pran. He's there. Shit. He would be a good replacement for Bozeman now, wouldn't he? I forgot about Van Pran. I didn't see him there because I changed it over so quickly. Where is the other guy, though? Mahoney. All right, let's go with the center. All right, we're just going to go with the center. So now we've got our center to replace Bozeman with. Because Van Pran's a stud. And anybody out of Georgia is my kind of guy. Now take guard or tackle the next pick. That was what I was thinking. We'll see if any of those tackles fall to us. Let's see. Did anybody? They took Matt Gonsalves. Jaden Hicks is off the board. Blake Fisher is off the board. Trey Harris is off the board. Jermaine Burton's off the board. Jalen McMillan is off the board. Tommy Eisenberg is off the board. Muhammad Kamara. Never heard of him. Bo Braid. There goes Jonah. Jalen Milroe? Is Jalen a senior? I thought Jalen was not even I thought he was a sophomore. I didn't think he ain't going in the draft this year. There ain't no way Jalen Milroe is going in the draft. Guys, as you're coming in, make sure you pound that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click that post notifications bell so you don't miss out on any new content. I am live every single day, Monday through Friday. He's a redshirt junior? Okay. There's no way he's going in this draft. We're in Braylon Allen. Damn, he didn't go to 130th. All right, well. All right. We've got 2 first-round picks here. Please tell me BB fell. Please tell me BB fell. If BB fell. Travis Hunter, I don't think will go until next year's draft. Javon Cohen sucks. Donovan Jackson's solid, but I wouldn't take him. This is the stud that we want at left guard. This guy is an absolute animal. This guy is an absolute stud, dude. I want this guy. He's 6'4", 335 pounds. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. But we do have another 2nd round pick or 5th round pick here. We've got the 167th. So we're gonna go with BB. I'm gonna take that offensive line. Now here's the thing. Now we've got a center. We got our wide receiver. We've built the trenches up, man. That's what I'm doing in this mock draft. That's what I've always done. That's who I'm a big believer in. I'm big in building up in the trenches. We got the defensive line. We helped Derek Brown out on the defensive line. We got a wide receiver. Now we've got both a center and a guard. Now we can look at the skill players. I think we can look at the skill players now. We can go look at running backs. We can go look at another wide receiver, another tight end, right? And then we can go from there. And we'll do more of these. All right, we'll do more of these. Yeah, it just depends who's there, T. Thompson. It all depends who's there. Today has been a great show, guys. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Y'all have been awesome. I'm hopping off after this mock draft. So, but stick around to the end. We're almost done. Oh, Moose went there, man. I want to get Moose. I'd love to see if there's a big power back here. We could go with Chase McClellan, but I don't know how big he is. Raheem Sanders, he's 6'2", 242. Power. If we want a power back, it would probably be Raheem Sanders. It would probably be Raheem Sanders in this draft, or at least from these guys, I would say. So if you're going to go power back here, you got to go with Raheem Sanders. Let's see what we got at the wide receiver position. See if we got any other guys here. We got Brew McCoy. You got Dominic Lovett. You got Zaire Franklin. Zachariah Franklin, sorry. You got this guy's fast as shit. This guy is fast as fuck. I'm pretty sure this dude is runs like a 4.2 40, if I'm not mistaken. Anais Smith 40 time. I need to see it. I'm pretty sure he runs like a 4. Oh, he runs a 4.5. Never mind. Never mind. I thought he was faster than that. Shit. Cade Stover's there. I like it. You get a wire. You get a nice tight end here, Jaheim Bell. I know a little bit about him. So do y'all want to go with Cade Stover, or do you want to wait to see if we get Raheem Sanders? Because Raheem his value is at 181. So I would say go Cade Stovers. I'm not too big fan of him. He's only played 5 games this season. Yeah, I'm going to go with Cade. Thursday's our coordinator live press conference. Have they gone live today? I think they did. I didn't watch any of it. All right, last pick, and I'm hopping off. T. Thompson, Thomas Brown spoke today. All right. I'll probably watch it later. And then there's Raheem Sanders. What wide receivers they got left, just so I could check. Yeah, I'm going to go running back here. I'm going to take Raheem Sanders. All right, let's finish it up. Because we don't got any more picks. Damn, son, where'd you find this? We got a grade for a B. We got 2 A picks here. I'm surprised they gave us Cooper as a C. But there's your mock draft, guys. Again, thank you for joining the live stream. I'll share this out with everyone later on Twitter, and I'll post it up in the Discord and stuff like that. So make sure y'all join the Discord, guys. Make sure you join the Discord. The link is down below in the link tree. You can join that, and you can chat with me and amongst others. The Madden rebuild is coming, so be on the lookout for that, okay? All right, guys. Well, I got to hop off. Not bad for a way too early mock draft. Yeah, we'll do some more of these. The Madden rebuild is coming, so check it out. Make sure you join the Discord because I'll be able to stream it there a little bit easier. So anyways. All right, guys. I'm hopping off. I am going to go get a haircut. Peace.